Are you done?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize you were recording while I was typing something.
We're in the middle of a news broadcasting. No, we're not.
No, we're not.
Though, we are recording around the same time that we'll be recording Castranger. That's shocking.
24 hours from now.
Yeah, in 24 hours from now, we'll be talking about news and stuff. Stuff and things.
Okay. Don't bring back old wounds.
Well, I was trying to figure out where I heard that before.
It's noble.
Yeah.
Schwal the roll call.
Schwal that roll call. Eiji Tsuburaya, the man who created something from nothing. Godzilla. Ultraman. But when those who don't give his franchises enough credit, these podcasters will do it justice. For they are...
Kaiju Sentai! Ultraranger!
Lover of all things Ultraman. Ultra Yellow Canister, gone.
The other son of Malaya. Ultra Pinkcaster, Lane.
Spreading the love on one of Japanese beloved franchises.
Kaiju Sentai! Ultraranger! Shwa!
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Kaiju Sentai Ultraranger, the show where we talk about Ultraman's past, present, future, Godzilla, and all Kaiju in between. I'm Ultra Pinkcaster Lane.
And I'm your host, Ultra Yellow Caster Gar.
What's up?
I don't know.
No, it's episode 91.
Yeah, episode 91. We're 9 episodes away. For the big 100.
So we got some special shit for you guys today.
Yeah.
Talk about Ultraman episode 14, Tiga episode 14, and finally, the Ultraman Rube feature film.
Yeah, so instead of talking about episode 3 of Tiga, we were like, well, the Rube movie subbed. How about we talk about the Rube movie?
Does it redeem the show? Is it shitty? Like,
is it as bad as the Jeed movie?
We'll find out.
Is it as awkward as finding out that Redcaster left his hacksaw here?
Yep, sure did.
I just look over and I'm like, oh,
yeah.
You left that here.
I love how most of my day today, like day of this recording, was I spent half my day playing Ultraman, or watching Ultraman, and the other half playing Gears of War. Because Gears 5 is coming out soon, and I'm like super hyped for it.
Gears of Ultra.
I was gonna buy the new Gears of 5 Xbox that's coming out because it looks really pretty and I want everything, but I don't need it. So,
one, you don't need it for several reasons. One, you already have a updated Xbox One.
Yeah.
Two, this Xbox One that you already have is full of your memory files.
Yeah, which are all backed up on the cloud. So. Yeah.
3, the new Xbox is coming out next year.
Yeah.
So there's no point in getting a new Xbone when the next one's coming out next year.
Exactly. So I'm just gonna get the exclusive controller and the game, and that's it.
The game.
Football. Oh. Gears of War. Gears of War. Gears.
Gears.
So yeah, we got some news because Gary decided to save all the news for this episode. Because
I realized this episode will be more clickbaity. I mean, more appreciated.
I mean, make us more money. I mean, we just want to have more stuff to talk to you guys about.
Yeah.
Because we had 4 episodes last episode to talk about.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, we finished that episode in under an hour.
Well, yeah, because we had no news.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, episode 90 was basically a catch-up episode for schedule.
Yeah, and as everyone knows, on Ultraranger, we talk about news forever.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. Lane, we were on news for 40 minutes.
Yeah. Lane, keep going on.
Oh!
Yeah. But our first news story. First few news stories are about S.H Figuarts news. So the first news story that we got is about the 2-pack of Ultraman Zero, Strong Corona, and Luna Miracle. And apparently they will be the Tamashii Nation's 2019 exclusive set this year.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, they look really pretty, but where's my Zero Darkness? Where's Shining Zero?
Later. If this does well, maybe we'll do them. I mean...
Don't make a 2-pack of those.
Maybe?
Oh, fuck. Are you just gonna do that with Zero from now on? Just fucking all of his forms, just 2-packs?
Well, I mean, why sell one repaint when we can sell 2 repaints at the same time?
So I wonder if now, because you have like the Ultimate Zero like armor, that you can make shiny or Ultraman Ultimate Zero Strong Corona and Ultimate Luna Miracle. You can just put the armor on those figures.
Maybe.
Yeah, because I mean, it's just a different color. That's all he is. So you can technically put the Ultimate armor on him, and bam.
Whoa.
Like, imagine having shining Ultimate Ultraman Zero. God damn.
He's broken.
Like,
He's already broken.
yeah, he not only will he have the ability to travel through dimensions and multiple universes, but he'll also have time manipulation.
These
I
look
like that.
so good.
Yeah, no, those look really good.
Oh, man. Strong Corona reminds me a bit of his prototype designs when he was still Ultra 7 AX.
So remember that these 2 forms are based off the 2 extra forms that both Dyna and Cosmos have. Because, I don't know, Dyna and Cosmos are apparently like fucking best buds, so Saga kind of showed that. It was weird. And then in the Origin Saga, it was like, yeah, no, we're buds.
Why are they always?
Yeah, like, I don't know what, like, I think Dyna and Cosmos are just the 2 Ultraman actors who are always willing to just, like, come back at any moment's notice.
I know they aired 5 years apart from each other because Dyna aired in '97, Cosmos aired in 2001, so that's a 5-year gap.
Maybe the actors just have good,
Chemistry?
like, good chemistry with each other, so it's just like, fuck it. Like, because, you know, one's the really, like, heavy, aggressive, like, attacking type Ultraman, and Cosmos is the peaceful one. I still want to watch Cosmos.
Cosmos.
Someday. But yeah, the blue Luna Miracle looks fucking... Ugh. Just I always say, blue looks really good on an Ultraman.
Yeah. I also never noticed that, like, even his Zero Eye sluggers are also colored.
Yeah. Oh, I like Luna Miracle the most.
I like Strong Corona. Civil War.
I do like red, so...
Yeah, this 2-pack will be for retail at 12,100 yen.
Yeah, so in the end, you're looking at like at least like $100 and probably like $50-$60 for the set.
Yeah. Which isn't bad, because you're getting 2 Figuarts out of it.
I mean, I paid, I think, like $140 for Orb Dark by himself.
Oof.
But that was because he was last year's Tamashii Nations figure, and he was a lottery. And luckily, our middleman won the lottery to get a figure. So I had to get it from him.
And oh no, if you had to go on eBay to find one, it's only like $110.
Yeah. You'd be surprised. Not a lot of people really remember or care about Orb Dark, but I do. I love Aizen. Aizen was awesome.
Yeah. So hopefully these get a retail release in the future.
We'll see.
Or at least a Tamashii Nation exclusive set.
Give me a Zero Darkness, motherfucker. Because all it is just Belial possessing Zero, and it's fucking awesome.
Well, we are getting X Darkness and G Darkness Figuarts, so that may lead into a Zero Darkness figure.
That'd be awesome.
Because they would have no excuse then.
No. Because all of Zero's forms are literally, like, except for Shining Zero, I'd say, like, all of them are just repaints.
Yeah. So anyways, the second news story that we got is about Ultraman X. And apparently he'll be getting a cyber armor set.
So it's called the S.H Figuarts Mons Armor Option Parts Set. So he gets Zeton,
King,
and
and
Bemstar.
Bemstar.
Yeah, I didn't say Bemula, I said Bemstar.
Yeah. We saw the Bemstar armor before at one of the events, but it's awesome that we now also have the King and the Zeton armor as well, in which these look gorgeous.
Yeah, the Zeton one is my favorite. It just looks so good.
I kind of hope for the Zeton one it comes with purple eyes, like when he was possessed.
Fucking just the King one just gives him a gun. Just got a fucking gun.
Kogo Gadget gun.
And I like the Bemstar shield.
Like, I like X's gimmick, where instead of like form changing, it's just armor change.
Oh, and he comes with an effect part.
Yeah, this set will also come with the, because the original X release didn't come with it, the effects part set will be coming with a Zandium Ray attack effect piece.
That's cool. Yeah, it's like how I like the G figure it comes with. I'm pretty sure it comes with the Wrecking Burst.
It does.
Yeah.
X didn't because he came with the Gomer Cyber Armor.
Mm-hmm.
But now you can display him with the Zendium Ray. And I was talking to my friend who's also obsessed with X. She's like, well, how am I going to display all these? I'm like, well, you could always just buy 3 more X Figuarts.
There you go.
You can also make hybrid armor, but we forgot you don't have the Exceed Slugger yet.
Yeah.
So hopefully next year they release a Exceed X Figuart.
We better get fucking Victory Night.
I feel like we will, because that's just a repaint.
It looks so nice though. Like Victory looks so much better blue.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, good on them for making this set. Like that's really cool. Now can we get an Ultra Replica X Divisor, please?
Probably next year.
Fuck, that'd be so cool with all the cyber cards, like every cyber card.
It's not a whole lot of cyber cards. They only released like
No, but like every Kaiju, every Ultraman.
Good point. But yeah,
I want Cyber Dino Tank, goddammit.
this set will be going for 7,150 yen, and as we already mentioned, it is a Tamashii Web exclusive. That's fair.
It's like close to like $80-$90 for option part set.
So it's like, hey, you want the other X armors? That'll be like $130 over here.
No, I'd say close to 100.
100?
Yeah.
And this will be coming out in January 2020, which the year 2020 will mark the 5-year anniversary of Ultraman X.
That's probably one. God, they time these perfectly, don't they?
Yeah.
Damn.
Then, X is just that popular of an Ultraman.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have an X Figuart.
You do?
I think he's cool.
He is really cool. I don't know why. Like, something about his, like, the molding on him, it just looks really cool.
I think it's just, like, how he has, like, all the different detailings are on him.
Well, I always said X had a really, really good design of him. Like the technology kind of aspect of him.
In our last news story involving S.H Figuarts, this was actually a more surprising thing for me.
Well, since we got, they announced S.H Figuarts of Ultraman Taro.
It makes sense to finally announce a Figuart of Tiga.
His son.
Yep.
And damn.
He looks...
Love the eyes.
It's a bit hit and miss with me. Like, I like the red, I just don't... The silver kind of looks a bit off. No, you know what it is?
Hmm?
His main body is like a shiny silver, where his head's kind of like a dull silver. Maybe that's it.
But those yellow eyes look so fucking beautiful. I can't stress enough that like that's my favorite part of Tiga's design.
I mean, he looks really good, especially the detailing on the Tiga Spark looks good.
Oh my god. No, it looks really good, and you know what? Can't wait to see Titus.
Yeah,
because they're going to make the Tri Squad. They have to make the whole Tri Squad.
They gotta make the Tri Squad. I can see them doing this. The Tri Squad, Tregear. They'll probably skip Photon Earth, and they'll do the Final Form.
Yeah.
Final Form will probably come out in like July next year.
Mm-hmm.
But I can definitely see them doing Tregear.
Definitely. I think Tregear is going to be like a fan favorite.
You know what? Tregear will probably be next. And then they'll do Titus and Fuma. And Ace will finally get one eventually. Ace. It'll include swappable hands and alternate color timer, of course. And will be coming out. I think the promo said December? Yep, December of 2019.
Alright. Merry Christmas.
And he'll only cost 3,250 yen.
Yes, that's like, in the end, that's like $50.
Yeah.
$50 for Tiger, that's pretty good. Like, that's what I gotta say I've been liking about Ultraman Figuarts. They're decently affordable. Like, I was amazed that my Belial figure art was like $70.
Now this was like old, like back in olden days, Belial would have been a Tamashii Web exclusive, and would have been like at least $150.
The Ultra Act of him is like $200, and like Kaiser Belial was like $300.
Well, you gotta remember those figures are now like 10 years old.
But now I kind of hope that they make a Kaiser Belial. But someday, if I like get a shit ton of money, then I'll buy Atrocious Belial, because I don't know why I've been kind of going against that form, but no, that Atrocious is fucking awesome looking. I love that form.
And I hope someday they go back and release like the other, I almost said Genga, the other Orb and Jeed forms.
Do you know what would be a good Tamashii Nations event figure?
What?
Fucking like original Belial.
Ooh.
Like his like OG Ultraman form.
You just take the Jeed mold and like rearrange it, customize it, but if you notice, Tamashii Nation event figure arts are mostly always just repaints.
Yeah.
Because it's easier just to repaint a figure than create something brand new.
I just realized I got both the Rider and Ultraman figure arts from Tamashii event. So I got Build Hazard, Dark Orb Dark. So,
Oh yeah. That's cool.
oh yeah.
Did you ever get the Genmu figure art?
Nah.
Nah.
That was like when I was in the middle of collecting Genmu stuff, and then I just realized it would have been too much of a fucking hassle, and then like Dave forgot to get me the Genmu Zombie. I was like, I don't care anymore. Yeah, no, Titus looks good, so I'm looking forward to Titus, because Titus is gonna look.
I think Titus will be everyone's fan favorite.
And if you do not post him flexing.
I mean, you know what? If they do Titus, I kind of hope in the long run, like after they do the Rube stuff, or not the Rube stuff, the Tiger stuff, they release a figure arts of Jonius.
Yeah, so we caught up on Tiga.
Yeah, we caught up on Tiga.
And like honestly, if you're watching the episode, like watching the show, make sure to listen to the audio dramas.
Yeah, the Tri-Squad audio drama.
They are amazing.
Which I had the idea of, like, once they have figure arts of the whole Tri-Squad, do stop-motion animation of, like, them just chatting.
No, that'd be fucking hilarious. I would love to. I'd pay someone to do that.
It's also just cute to see, like, teeny tiny Tiger walking around with, like, teeny tiny Titus. It's like, what? Are you guys manifestations?
What's the name of the thing on her wrist? Tiger Spark.
Well, what if I want to name mine the Fuma Spark?
No, it doesn't work like that. What if I call myself mine this Muscle Spark? No, guys, it doesn't fucking work like that.
I'm the leader.
Yeah, they're. I will say their chemistry is really fucking great.
I think it's that they definitely remind me of the Imagines a bit from Deno.
And Zero and his crew.
Oh, the Ultimate Force Zero.
Yeah, can we have Tri-Squad team up with Ultimate Force Zero?
Can we get figure arts of the Ultimate Force Zero
we get
team?
Glenfire, Mirror Knight, Jean-Bot, Jean 9. Like, come on.
Throw in a Pigmon, throw him a bone. No, you know what? Before you do side characters, maybe we should do the title Ultraman first. I don't know, maybe Tiga. Give us a Tiga at least.
Waiting for an 80 figure art. 80 Dyna.
I feel like they'll probably do like Ace, Leo, Astra, then 80.
And Astra are fucking ugly. We don't need that. Give them a newer design. Give them a Type B suit. Jesus.
Anyways, on to another toy news story.
Oh?
It's not really a toy, it's more of a...
It's a Dyna thing.
Yeah.
I love Dyna.
So, there will be a 27-centimeter tall statue of Ultraman Dyna in his rising formation, or rising pose.
And it's just him when he just grew big. That is... Mwah. Dyna is so good. I always say I love his base design just because I like how little red he has, and then he has a lot of blue around him. But my favorite part about him is just he has this like his fin is like in front, like on his forehead.
It's like a little horn.
It's like a horn, and it makes him look so different from all the other ones, and I love that. Plus his human like character is fucking awesome too.
Oh, Asuka, I think it was.
forgot his name.
Yeah, I think it's Asuka.
I haven't like looked into Dyna for a while, so.
Well, when we finish Tiga, we're definitely going into Dyna.
I would love if the Blu-ray release of Dyna came out by the time we were going to talk about it, so we could officially watch Dyna.
Yep.
Well, whatever, it's happening. We know we're getting Dyna eventually on Blu-ray, so
Yeah.
yay!
Yeah. This is a premium Bandai web exclusive
Of course it
item
is.
for 14,300 yen.
Yeah, you're looking at almost like $200 just for this fucking
For like
statue.
27 centimeters. That's like this big.
Yeah, that's a pretty decent statue. Can you get him to hold something?
And he's coming out in November. Oh no, it's not for me.
I mean, it would be for me, but I'd rather have a posable figure of Dyna.
Exactly.
But still, the detail on this looks amazing. Like, wow. Even the crotch area. He has a well-detailed crotch. Nice bulge there. Guard wonders about my...
That's my temp title for right now. That's a nice crotch area.
No.
Anyways, let's talk about something cute and adorable, like Tiger plushies.
And 01 plushies.
Oh, we'll get to that in extra tomorrow, probably.
Yeah, we got cute little plushies of the Tri Squad, and Titus looks so fucking cute. Look at him. Oh, cute he is.
Ultraman Tiga.
They don't have mouths either, actually, notice.
No. Well, it's
Fuma just looks angry. I'm mad.
the Tiger looks angry.
Man.
I think having no expression, like no actual smile on them, I think it's because it's just the fact, like, you know, that way they can be whatever you want them to be. They can be either happy or sad.
Oh.
Think of it that way. Yeah. And yeah, 01 Figuarts. Kamen Rider 01 plushies are also there, but we'll talk about those later on. These Chibi plush dolls are available for 1,620 yen each.
Mm-hmm.
So that's roughly like what, $15 each?
Yeah, so you're looking at in the end like probably like $30-ish for one of these plushies.
My friend who lives in Ottawa, who bumped into us at Anime North, she actually made a custom. I think it's the purple form of Blue, from Ultraman Blue.
Oh, Wind.
Yeah, Wind.
Cool. That's cute.
These look cute. Just a giant star. All right, and let's talk about the biggest news story that happened.
So I'll let Gar explain this, but like, I'm just gonna say, holy shit!
Yeah, you brought you showed this to me. I was in Dunville at the time.
I was like, Gar, you're gonna want to fucking see this.
And
you're like, oh, what could it be? Ultraman, okay.
Nani? So, yeah, Subaraya Productions and Hideaki Anno, and Toho Productions are teaming up with Shinji Iguchi and Hideaki Anno from Neon Genesis Evangelion fame to create an Ultraman movie.
Yeah, like a feature-length.
Like a feature-length film based on Ultraman.
Yeah, it's gonna be like kind of like a Shin Godzilla kind of thing.
Yeah, the current title for it is Shin Ultraman, but I feel like that will change. Simply because, you know, it's like Shin Godzilla, Shin Ultraman, but remember in Japan it's called
Resurgence.
Yeah, Godzilla Resurgence.
Imagine it was called Ultraman Resurgence.
I mean, that sounds kind of cool. That sounds really cool.
But this is incredible news. Like, this is going to be like a featured-length Ultraman film with like a high movie budget, getting made by Toho and Subaraya.
So basically, you got Subaraya's people talking to Toho's people, be like, "Hey, without you guys, we wouldn't have our jobs." So, huh?
And they're like, you know what?
Why not? Yeah. Why not? Shin Godzilla made a ton of money.
No, it's just
us.
like, yeah. But like, this is fucking exciting.
Yes.
And apparently, yeah, so apparently it's starring Takumi Saito, who was apparently in Shin Godzilla, and apparently a lot of people are making a big deal out of this. So.
Takumi Saito.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He might have been one of the main characters. And then we got Masumi Nagasawa, who was in Godzilla Tokyo SOS.
Oh, she was probably the main chick. No way, I'm thinking of the chick from Godzilla Against Godzilla.
No, that was the chick who was all about, like, her, we're like, oh, Father, doing this for you! And she, like, went in the Mecha Godzilla.
I'm trying to...
Just go on Wikipedia.
It's probably in there.
No, that's him down there. Like, go up.
Huh?
That's him right there.
Oh, he was the other business guy.
Another business guy.
He was the other guy. Okay, he's the second side character from Shin Godzilla. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the other member of the cast is Hirotoshi Nishijima?
Nishijima from The Wind Rises. I don't know what that is.
The Wind...
Isn't that new anime film or something?
That sound... The Wind Rises. Yeah, isn't that the Miyazaki film?
No, isn't that like got filmed from the guy who made Your Name?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the guy from... it's...
Hayao Miyazaki? Yeah. Maybe we're thinking of a different person. Or maybe we're thinking of a different movie.
Oh, it is a Miyazaki film.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this was meant to be Miyazaki's last film, but you know him. He'll never fucking retire.
No, because he doesn't like how people make anime, so he's like, no, if we're gonna make anime films, I gotta make it right. I gotta do it. I gotta do it myself.
Just Miyazaki just sits at home and be like, yes, I'm now retired.
Alright, let me see. Oh no, they made an Attack on Titan movie, no! Alright.
No, he just goes back to the, like, when he was retired, you know what he did?
Hmm?
He spent his days at the office just looking over everyone. So you didn't retire.
I've only seen one Miyazaki film my entire life.
Oh, which one's that?
Kiki's Delivery Service.
Ooh,
I love that movie. My next one I do want to watch though is Ponyo.
I do recommend Porco Rosso.
Hell!
And you gotta watch the dub because Michael Keaton is in a Hayao Miyazaki film.
Yeah, but in the Ponyo fucking dub, you have Liam Neeson as Ponyo's dad, you got Tina Fey as the mother, and then you have Betty White and Miss Frizzle as those two old ladies. We're like, the planet's coming!
Yeah, me is Studio
Ponyo.
Studio Ghibli films are really good.
But like, holy shit! We're getting a featured-length Ultraman film! That's gonna be so goddamn cool. It sucks this isn't coming out until fucking 2021.
Yeah, they're pushing this for the 55th anniversary of the franchise. Which, you know what I have to say to that?
Hmm?
Take your time.
Yeah, no, take all the fucking time you need, because imagine this gets a Western release.
Oh.
Imagine we could go see this Ultraman movie in theaters. We'll be the first ones there.
Yeah. And again, it's like, why not get the two guys that did Shin Godzilla? Why not? Like, Shinji Iguchi's directing, Hideaki Anno is, apparently he wrote the script back in February. Like, the first draft of the script, and back in February.
Just edit a scene from Shin Godzilla, just... He what?
Oh my goodness. What if we have, like, Shin Godzilla type of kaijus? No.
Just get Shin Godzilla.
But now I'm just questioning, would this be a full-on reboot? Or would this be like what Tsuburaya does and just be like, it's just another extension of the multiverse?
Yeah, maybe it's just like a brand new original Ultraman, or maybe it's like, what would Ultraman be like
in real life?
In real life. Like, do a Shin Godzilla kind of thing.
Yeah, but...
Who knows?
Like, that's the one thing that I fear, though. It's like, if they do that, then it's like, okay, you're just copying what you did in Shin Godzilla.
Exactly.
And I kind of don't want to see that.
No, exactly. So, like, that's the greatest thing about this, is that we don't know what this movie's going to be about. All we know is...
It's happening.
It's just Tsuburaya and Toho are doing an Ultraman movie. That's it.
This is like when they announced... This was like when Lionsgate announced that the new Power Ranger movie was happening. And it was just like... At that time, we were just like, cool. That's all we can say. Cool. Because you can't...
And then Hasbro ripped my heart in two. And we don't talk about that anymore.
No, trust me, Hasbro did that a lot during my childhood.
We're
not making the figure, it's too big.
So probably within the next year or so, we'll find out more about this movie.
Mhm.
Hopefully a trailer by like
I want to say at least
winter next year.
mid 2020.
Mid 2020.
Or if we don't get a trailer mid 2020, probably a teaser.
Or at least like an image of maybe what he looks like.
Maybe like a poster.
Yeah.
No, a poster with silhouette. That's what they're gonna do.
Anyways, they're not gonna fuck this up. Whatever it is, we're gonna love it.
But at this point, like think about this at this point. Super throughout 2019 already, because as of this recording, it's August. Super Productions is planning their own convention. Has done 2 good anime, released an anime based on the manga of Ultraman that is released worldwide on thanks to Netflix.
Now we're getting season 2.
Yeah, getting a second season of that. Having a really good recap series this year with New Generation Chronicle. Having a new show involving 3 brand new Ultramen. Having a really good summer movie with Ultraman Rube. Spoilers. Their international licensing with their entire franchise thanks to Mill Creek. And then you have this movie. That's 8 things that Super Productions has done to keep going this year. And then you just have Toei Company. We're going to show you Kamen Rider 01 next week. 2 days after that announcement, it gets leaked. Oh. Oops.
Soldier.
Toei Company, you gotta... It's weird though, because I've been seeing Kamen Rider fans be like, oh, we want Kamen Rider over here. But I feel like this would be the problem with that though. Toei Company would probably want full control over everything, which you can't really do that. Super Rider is teaming up with Mill Creek, which is a U.S. company, to be like, okay, we trust you guys to release this on Blu-ray.
Mm-hmm.
They probably have something be like, okay, we're gonna split the deal 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
Toei wouldn't do this because Toei's greedy. I'll admit it. They're fucking greedy.
They're greedy, and all they care about is money, and they're too afraid of trying to branch out with new stuff, like new ideas. They're really too afraid of that.
And how last year they mentioned it's like, oh yeah, we already tried in the West once with Masked Rider and Dragon Knight, and they both failed unsuccessfully.
No, we won an Emmy.
Oh yeah, they won a stunt Emmy.
But yeah, no, Super Rider alone has proven that, like, they know what they're fucking doing. They're not afraid to try new shit. And now, they've done so many amazing things. We have a new Ultraman series, which seems pretty promising. We're now getting every single piece of Ultraman media released on Blu-ray in the West. And now we're
fully translated.
And we're getting a featured-length film. Like, goddamn! Suck it, Toei! Pieces of shit! I love you.
I'm just saying, Toei, you gotta step up their game.
Step up your fucking game. Anyways, me...
Especially with Kamen Rider. Sentai, you at least have it coming out on DVD over here. Or at least it was, but now it's currently, like, on hold.
You just want, like, old school Sentai on DVD.
Oh, I would... Honestly, if every single season of Sentai was on DVD, I would buy it.
Yep.
But if they were like, okay, we're releasing like set after set, and then they just stop, I wouldn't be interested because I would know it would be an incomplete set.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, me and Gar are extremely excited for this news.
I'm just blown away by this news.
Yeah, like I've been seeing on Twitter, like when this was announced, everyone was just like, "Oh my fucking god!" Like getting like a real Ultraman movie, and it's like, holy shit.
That's not featuring Will Smith. That was the biggest rumor, like in like the late 2000s. Will Smith was going to be in an Ultraman movie.
No,
There's actually a GIF of him dancing from Fresh Prince with Ultraman's helmet on. Just
no, it's stupid.
It's stupid.
But yeah,
just I'm super excited for this movie.
That's gonna be awesome.
I hope this gets a Western or like
Placement
Western.
Belial in the movie. Anyways.
Oh. Remember how Toho was? No, remember how we talked a few weeks ago about how Toho is branching more into the West?
Yeah.
What if Toho just releases this film themselves over here? limited screenings, like baby steps.
Fucking Steelbook.
I would buy the fuck out of the Steelbook. I would buy it on 4K.
Buy it on 3D. Not even on a 3D TV, but fucking do it.
Anyways, that is the news.
Yeah, pretty exciting shit.
Some pretty awesome things. So let's talk about a show from the 1960s and its weird way of talking about women. So episode 14, Pearl Oyster Defense Order. What the fuck?
Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. This episode was so dumb, so weird, but I loved every fucking second of it.
Did you?
Yeah, no. This is so weird. Like, so, our kaiju for this episode was the blowhole monster Gamma Kujira. So, apparently what this fucking thing is, and Gar will put a picture of him, because he's...
Yeah,
weird.
he's in the thumbnail. Or, not thumbnail, but like episode wallpaper.
He's apparently the combination of a toad and a whale. And you can obviously tell, because, like, he had this really, like... Yeah, like, it sounded like a fucking, like, someone, like, squeezing a horn. It was like... And he's just, like, he's obsessed with pearls. Like, that's all he eats, pearls. He has, like, this little, like, this red tongue that, like, shoots out of his mouth, and he just sucks up pearls, digests them in his stomach. And then apparently, like, he has this thing where he has, like, a water spout that spouts water, and, like, it can get super hot, and then, like, kind of enrage him and make him stronger.
And he's also bipedal.
Yeah, that's how he was able to get out of the net.
Yeah.
Because he just kept shooting water and making himself, like, more and more powerful, and then he got out. Yeah, see? Even Ichi agrees. So this episode, it was just so bananas, and, like, so it starts with frickin' Fuji going out shopping with Ide, which, that's already weird. This is the first time I've seen them, like, out in the city, in public, and apparently this originally the show was supposed to take place in, like, the 90s? Yeah, no. This show just screams 60s, which Gar was telling me that apparently in Return of Ultraman, they, like, retconned that.
Yeah, so later on in the show, you actually see them with a plaque that says the year that they're supposed to be based in, which even Ultra 7 takes place in the future. But with Return of Ultraman, they retconned it that the events still happened, but in the actual year that they were made.
In the 60s, yeah.
Yeah, so in the 66 and 67.
So, yeah, so, like, Fuji's just, like, obsessing over these pearls, and, like, yeah, she's out with Ide for some reason. I have no idea fucking why. Maybe Ide's trying to get some. Who knows?
Maybe they are a thing, who knows?
Who knows? So, she goes to, like, try to buy some pearls, and then we get, like, this really cool shot where, like, they're talking to, like, the storekeeper, but, like, you see only Ide and Fuji, like, reflected in a mirror. So, like, you see the guy talking to them, but then you see them in the mirror beside him.
I mean, hey, it saves time from setting up a camera, like, setting up two cameras, so, like, cause like, the cashier and, like, them.
Yeah, like, this episode took, like, a lot of interesting, like, shots and stuff like that, and I really liked it.
Never forget, Eiji Tsuburaya is a filmmaker.
He knew what he was doing.
But then again, I don't think he actually directed an actual episode of Ultraman. I think he was just supervising.
Yeah, and he was just like, no. Ultraman should go schwa.
Ultraman should do this. Whatever you say, boss.
Also, give him a fedora. No, Tsuburaya, we can't give him a fedora.
Fine then. I'll be back. I gotta go work with Americans
Godzilla.
on this movie called Invasion of Astro Monsters. Sorry if we made him racist.
So then Fuji finds out that apparently there is a huge shortage of pearls. So they're in higher demand, which means they're more expensive because there's very little of them. And apparently we found out that in the Space Patrol, they get paid monthly.
The Space Patrol. They're the Science Patrol.
Sorry, whatever. Science Patrol. They get paid.
Science, bitch.
They get paid monthly, but it makes sense because they already have housing.
Yeah.
They have probably medical, like free medical, like free healthcare.
They don't even have dental. They don't even have dental.
Food.
Yeah, food. They're already
water,
covered.
like places to housing. So they have everything they need. So they just buy like.
But now I'm just thinking, it's like, do they have on their own? Like when the Japanese branch was made, did they have homes? Are they still?
They probably had normal lives. It's just they signed up for this.
Yeah. What if that's what the Ultraman film's about? It's a prequel show, prequel movie about what
Ends
happened.
with we don't get Ultraman until the very end of the movie. Like he just shows up.
Last 3 minutes of the movie.
That'd be amazing. So then these two guys, like in a truck, they're carrying the pearls down to like. I don't know why I was really focused on this episode. Like I
right along.
Like I watched it really carefully. So they're driving down, just mind their own business, and then all of a sudden, Gamma Kajira comes out, just fucking
Kills them.
just knocks over the truck down a fucking cliff. They're both fucking dead. Like it's amazing. Like they even show like their bodies are just like
The kill count's already at 2.
yeah, he's already at fucking 2. So then like yeah, he just sucks up all these pearls and just so like Cap's like deploying the science patrol out. And they look over at Fuji, and it's like, whoa, Fuji, what's with your eyes? They're so bloodshot. And she's like, it's a woman's wrath, boys. No, and, like, she's just being really, like, upset and angry that, like, she isn't getting her pearls.
She wants nice things.
She wants pearls.
Like, she even mentioned it herself in the jewelry shop. Just, like, I'm a woman. I can
have things.
I can have things.
Nice things.
This is why we can't have nice things, Fuji.
Yeah. So they go to investigate, and, like, they're flying around the VTOL or whatever like that, and then, like, you know, they encounter him, and, like, they're bombing him and stuff like that. They're trying to figure out what he's doing. And so, they accidentally, like, a bit of their engines break down, so they have to land. Emergency landing. So Fuji tries to contact the headquarters to get, like, a backup VTOL, which they get one, the sub-VTOL.
Yeah, the sub-VTOL.
So then they camp out like at this beach area, like on some rocks. They have like a campfire and everything like that. And just all of a sudden, Fuji's just like we get this really nice shot of like Gamma Kajira on like an island, and he's just going like, roar, and like he is really weird because it's just this guy in like this really like very floppy looking suit, and like his eyes, like you just see his like his eyeballs, like his
eyes are definitely painted on.
Yeah, his irises are just like they're always like looking up.
Yeah,
so it looks like he has like hardcore lazy eye.
Oh.
Yeah, we gave him like the dog of wisdom voice. Yeah. So he's being really weird, and he's like digesting the things, and so Fuji's just like yelling at him, going like, "No, give me back the pearls!" And like Cap's like, "What the fuck are you doing? Like it's not gonna help it. Like help you get the pearls back." And she's like, "You don't understand how a woman's like me feels," and it's like, whoa.
No, I was just making a joke that Hyatt is just sitting there thinking, just talking to Ultraman in his head, kind of like how in the DBZ Abridge, how Piccolo talks to Kami in his head. Just, you should tell them. Should I? Yes.
Well, no. Remember, that's not Hayata. It's Ultraman. It's just Ultraman posing as Hayata.
Just Ultraman's just thinking, man, I could really go for a Whataburger right now. How long would it take me to get Saturn from here? just sitting there. I miss Safi.
He just misses Safi. He misses Bartholomew.
Bartholomew?
Yeah, that's my name I gave him.
I miss Bartholomew.
Safi now.
Safi.
Like Ultraman's name is Greg.
It's Greg. My name is Greg.
My name is Greg. So then we get this weird, just 10-second shot of just Fuji just staring angrily out into the distance.
And like it fades to black because it's going to commercial break.
Like,
but like it fades to black and you just hear Gamma Kajira still digesting the pearls. And it kind of reminded me a bit of the ending to Escape of Planet of the Apes. Because like that movie also faded to black with a weird noise. And it was basically the baby monkey, or the baby ape, like starting to talk.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like, mama, mama, It's fading to black, and it's creepy as hell. So I'm like, this is disturbing.
So the next morning they get their VTOLs to fix the other one, and so they're like going around. They're like, all right, we gotta bomb this fucking thing. So they keep just shooting missiles at, and like it's working, but not really, and they're just pissing it off. So then they try like another time. And it's like, okay, we're gonna shoot some balloons at it to like kind of keep an eye on it because it keeps like diving under the water or something like that. It's just paddling, swimming along.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
So then eventually they capture it in a net, and just I don't know why it was killing me. I was dying of laughter just seeing like it just like squirming around the net, and then it goes to like a faraway shot of just the two jets carrying it. But you obviously can tell it's just like a model. It's this stiff ass model of just him in a net, and just floating there, just like lifeless. Like it was just hilarious. It just kept cutting back to it. It was just so funny.
So stupid.
So then he uses its like hot, like it's steam, like the water. It just gets really hot, and then like causes the VTOL to like one of the VTOLs to crash. Hayata should have fucking died.
Oh yeah, Hayata.
Like we saw it crash into rocks, explode. Should have died. The VTOL's in fucking pieces. And just Hayata's just there on the ground. It must be his Ultraman fucking DNA that just prevents him from dying.
No, he jumped. No. Right as the plane landed, he jumped. He jumped right
that
as
would
it crashed.
still fucking hurt. Like apparently the worst he got out of that crash was an arm injury. He injured his arm. That was it. That was the extent of his fucking damage. Which is bullshit. So
now I'm just thinking of it crashing. Like it burst into flames. And you just cue Patrick Warburton from Emperor's New Groove. I'm okay.
So then they ignore Hayata for like the next like 10 minutes, and
wasn't until Fuji's like, oh yeah, I should go check on Hayata.
Shit. So then like there's a bunch of these like girls in like bathing suits. They're just hanging out on the beach, whatever like that. They got pearls for some fucking reason, and so Gama Kujira like goes up and he notices the pearls, and so he goes to try to like find them. This was an annoying, like, kind of 2 minutes of just them running, all screaming, yelling shit out at the same time. They're trying to run away, get in their car, but their car gets stuck in the sand. And, like, they're trapped. They're almost fucked. But then, like, the Science Patrol shows up in time, gets them to safety. So then Ide, or I think, no, it was Arashi who thought of it.
Yeah, it was Arashi that came up with the idea.
He's like, hey, why don't we use like a pearl bomb? Like we just like explode like a bomb with pearls in it and kind of distract them, and then we just like, and they're like, yeah, sure. So they try that and they try attacking him some more, but like nothing's working because he just keeps like just shrugging off any attack he has.
Wow.
And so then Fuji goes to rescue Hayata, and then Hayata like gets there. And obviously he wants to transform into Ultraman, but like Fuji's there, so it's like, no, I'll be fine. You stay there. Just tell him to like fire a jet at them and like get them into space or whatever like that. Like that'll work. And he's just like, okay.
That's the plan.
So
fire a rocket at Gama Kujira and toss him into space.
So they launched this little rocket. It literally goes up his, like, sticks to his ass.
It shoves it right up his ass.
Flies him up. And you just see this little, like, model of just Gama Kujira just flying with this fucking jet rocket. Just fucking... I was dying. It was so funny. Just see him, like...
like stiff as a rock.
So then Hayata transforms into Ultraman. And we get finally the debut of the Type B suit. Looks good. The head sculpt looks way better now.
Yeah, so the major difference in the Type B suit is the new helmet.
Yeah, the new head sculpt.
Yeah, the new head sculpt.
They could not get away with that paper mache bullshit anymore.
According to the suit actor, it was really hard to actually look in that helmet.
Yeah, but at least
because it was very loose. This one's more like tight.
Yeah.
Tight fitting.
And you don't see his mouth anymore, like underneath.
Yeah, his mouth is now shut, closed permanently.
Eyes are better.
Because one of the original ideas was Ultraman was going to talk.
Thank God they didn't do that.
No.
Only in like in Hayata's head.
Yep.
Thank God. So we get the debut. Look, he looks really nice, and then he just starts flying, and he's just fucking chasing Gama Kujira down, just chasing him, and then just. he
collides right in.
No, not even before that. He does like a flip.
Like
He
Kajira.
spins around, goes the other way, and just they're about to just fucking and just wham! Just you see Ultraman like kind of put his arms back and like just to kind of give himself more like momentum and speed, so he's like faster.
He's like
and
flying
just,
like Iron Man.
More like the Human Torch.
Yeah, more like the Human Torch. Yeah.
Fly him out and just crashes into him. He explodes, and Ultraman just gets him. It's the dumbest fucking way he's ever fucking killed a kaiju before, in my opinion.
Yeah. The narrator confirms he killed it. He killed Gamma Kajira.
Finally killed a kaiju. Well, no, like he has killed them before, but like it's still one of the silliest ones with Jiris, where he just killed them and then just put his throw back on him. But just like it was so fucking funny just seeing Gamma Kajira just with this fucking rocket up his ass, just going. Like, you guys have to watch this episode. Even if you don't want to watch all of Ultraman, watch episode 14. Like, oh my god. And then it ends with, like, apparently the pearls are back or whatever, and there's more of them now, so now they're more affordable, because they're cheaper, because there's more of them. And so you just get a shot of, like, Fuji just dressed up in all these pearl necklace. She has like this
two-line necklace. She has earrings made
like
of
a ring.
She has a ring.
She's got this nice black dress on. She looks really pretty. And you just hear Ide just being like, "Can you actually really afford all this stuff?" And then it just cuts to like, I swear to God, like a solid minute of just her and then Ide walking in the city. Just Ide carrying all this shit that's like apparently he's been holding for her, and he's just like. Can you just help slow down a bit, please? I'm just trying to carry. Fuji, this box is about to fall. It's about to fall. Can you just at least carry one box, please? I got it. Okay, come on, Fuji, come on. I'm sorry. And like, she's just ignoring him. She's being a complete bitch. Yeah, I got pearls. So.
Hey girls!
I will honestly say this is probably one of my new favorite episodes of Ultraman. Like, I think this with Jiris, episode 13, and episode 14.
So episodes 10, 13,
14. Yeah, these are my favorite episodes so far.
Oh, right. Yesterday, episode 13 was the starfish type of creature.
Yeah, but I just love all the destruction and how even though Ultraman fucking... in the end, saved the day. He didn't.
Just not now.
No, he turned into Ultraman way too early. Way too late. It was way too late. This was even fast, like, later.
Yeah, they're really cutting it for when he's showing up.
Yeah, but I mean, it's kind of cool because they're giving the Science Patrol a bit more chance to try to do shit themselves. So Hayato actually gives them an opportunity, and he's like, all right. So what'd you think of this episode, Guy?
I found it to be really, really fucking weird.
It's stupid.
Like,
you did not like the kaiju.
Oh, Gamma Kajira, I feel like could have been a bit better design-wise. Like, he could have been not less bulky, or at least loose in a sense, because like he's really loose as a kaiju. But
I think it was hilarious.
This episode definitely describes what type of like era they were filming in.
Yeah,
it's a goofy. You know what? It's a good. Hey, just sit back, relax, and let's watch some goofy shit.
Exactly. But yeah, no, I enjoyed this episode thoroughly. So
let's get on to Tiga. Alright, episode 14, Fugitive from Beyond.
This episode was fucking boring.
You didn't like this episode?
I think you and I are the opposite for Ultraman and Tiga this week.
Yeah.
I thought this episode was okay.
I found this episode to be pretty interesting.
Eh.
So this episode involves two aliens from like outside the Milky Way galaxy being hunted down by this alien named Muzan, and it's all like it's full like Predator, like Arnold Schwarzenegger's Predator.
Mm-hmm.
Like
yeah, no, it did have the Predator vibe.
Like even to the point where the alien Muzan, the brown coat alien, he kind of had like a Predator look to him with like his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And Daigo's finally the main focus.
Yeah, no, Daigo actually finally got like some decent development.
It only took 12 episodes.
14.
So, well, first 2 episodes were focused on him.
Ah, that's true.
So it took 12 episodes to finally get more Daigo focused episodes.
Yeah, so apparently it was just about these 2 aliens who got launched onto Earth, and this alien's hunting them for sport, just for fun.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
For fun.
So we got
Rushia.
Yeah,
Yeah, Rushia.
Rushia and unnamed male alien.
Apparently his name's Zara.
Oh, okay.
Or at least that's what the wiki said. His name's Zara.
Yeah, so like I did like some aspects of this episode. Like I liked how they tried to communicate with her. So like they were going like, "I am Munakata. Daigo. You are."
Giant metal bird lands on the ground, and we are here with you.
I am Tiga. Oh, fuck, shit. No, I didn't say that.
Is he trying to say that they crashed out of a plane? Yes. Actually, yeah, that's what we were trying to tell you.
And they like you can tell these aliens have like freaking like cool abilities because like one's able to like climb up a cliff, like another one's able to like jump really high. Apparently, can fucking fall off the top of the Guts building, like which is remember people. This is a Guts headquarters is like a giant ass fucking pyramid in the middle of the ocean.
Well, technically, it's the TPC building.
Okay, it's a TPC building. It's a giant pyramid in like not the middle of the ocean, but it's in the ocean.
It's like outside like right beside right beside the mainland.
Yeah,
she jumped into the water.
Well, she like Daigo was trying to like save her, but then she was like, "No, fuck you, I don't need to be saved," and like shocked him, and then just dropped, but then dove. So she didn't die from that. And then she also like saved this kid's balloon. So that was interesting. But you know what's funny? Like you see her walking around and people are like looking at her, but I don't think those are actually like extras. I think they're just filming down in that downtown area and people were just like, what's going on there? What are they filming?
Yeah. Oh, is this one of those Matrix movies? Wait, Matrix wasn't a thing yet, was it?
No, it was 1989.
Is this some sort of Cowboy Bebop movie we're making over here? Oh.
So yeah, like I don't know much to say. Like this episode was okay. They both died.
Yeah, the alien Muzan killed both of them. He Thanos them.
I didn't expect the girl to die. Actually, I was actually surprised about that. I was like, oh.
They both just turned to dust.
And then Daigo just fucking recklessly tried to go attack the fucking kaiju himself.
Just shoot.
And then he apparently died in the explosion, but then he just turned to Tiga. And everyone's like, oh, Tiga! And it's like, oh, you're not thinking Daigo just fucking Tiga came from where you just last saw Daigo a second ago. And then the kaiju like does this really weird thing where he grows his neck out, and he's like crawling really weirdly.
He's on his.
Like I think it was like his head grew out to his tail. And then it was just like
because like he starts off bipedal, and then when his neck I think its neck deattaches from the back of its body, and it becomes like a dinosaur type of looking creature, like a brontosaurus.
Okay.
And it's just like, I think that's also the problem as well. Unlike the last episode's aliens where they talked and they talked and they had a motive. Here, this guy's just.
They sound like Bolton a bit.
He kind of remind me of Bolton a bit. Either that or a mutated Snork.
Yeah, and so like Tiga actually had some effort to fucking try to kill him, but he got him in the end.
And then the episode just kind of abruptly ends with just
being like, let's give him a proper burial. It's what they want.
It's like, I think they were more just upset that they couldn't save them.
Yeah. So like,
We
no.
finally got a character focus episode for Daigo, and it just ends
wasn't
up
that
being
much.
alright.
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, but like, I just like I had more fun with the Ultraman episode.
I think it's because it's more like, you know, it was made in the 60s, so it's more cheesy.
And Showa era Toku just has something about it that just makes it fun.
We're making it for the children.
It's so over the top. Ah, it's Hitler's secret treasure. Commoner!
Who? Where'd Takashi Hongo go? He went around the world fighting crime.
Just fighting shock.
This is the new Kamen Rider now. His name's Ichimonji. Okay. That is the reason. That is actually the reason that they wrote out Takashi Hongo of the show.
Just went around the world.
Yep, because remember, he broke his legs.
Yep. Fuck.
Yeah. I feel sorry for Ichimonji's actor. He burned alive.
Ugh.
Yeah, he got, like, bad burns. Still alive.
Yeah.
Just, ooh.
Anyways, now for our featured topic.
So, Ultraman Rube the movie. Select the Crystal of Bond.
Yeah, no Aizen. 0 out of 10.
Yeah.
I found out Aizen was in this movie and I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, we watched the entire movie and Aizen never showed up, so yeah, 0 out of 10.
No, are you fucking kidding? This movie was fantastic.
Oh, it was so fucking good.
So good. Like,
This is
Rube,
so
we're
much.
sorry.
This is so much better than the Jeed summer movie.
Yeah, no, the G movie sucked. But Rube, we're sorry. You know what? The Rube movie showed us what was good about Rube, and that's what we liked about Rube. That's what Rube was about.
So that's what Rube is all about.
Cause fucking weird. Like, our biggest complaint about Rube overall was that Isami and Katsumi didn't get enough like development as characters. This movie they fucking did. Holy shit.
Yeah, this movie's just like the writers were probably just sitting around just be like, so what do we do with Katsumi and Isami? Nothing. We gotta fix that, boys.
Yeah. And like even how like Riku and Pega showed up in the show was pretty reasonable.
Yeah, Riku and Pega are the only two from Jeed that show up in this
And that's
movie.
all we needed, honestly.
Yeah, you know what? If you had any of the other characters, it would have felt a bit
Cluttered.
a bit forced.
Yeah.
Especially since Rube already has like a 5-member cast.
Yeah, but like, oh man, it did so much right with this movie.
Yeah, so let's start back from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Now, hang on. Do you want to start where the movie started, or do you want to start where it properly started?
Start where the movie started.
All right. So this movie starts with Katsumi as Ultraman Rosso with his head stuck in a building,
Yeah.
upside down, while Ultraman Blue and Jeed are fighting off Bemstar and Gonkyu.
Yeah, like a black Gonkyu.
Well, original design Gonkyu.
Oh, okay.
Gonkyu has 2 different designs.
Ah. And so it's one of those. You're probably wondering how it got here. Well, it all started yesterday.
Yeah, you made that joke, and then Katsumi actually started saying it.
Yeah, and I you know what? I like those kind of moments in movies, which is like, it's like in Doctor Who. It's like, my name is Rose Tyler. This is the day I died.
It's like it reminds me a bit of Emperor's New Groove.
Winner? Losing.
No, it reminds me of how Ratatouille started. You still haven't watched Ratatouille.
No, I've not seen
But
Ratatouille.
basically, it starts with him running out a window. It like the window shatters, and you see a close up of him, and he's like, "This is me." Yeah, you're probably wondering how I got here. Well, let's start off with the basics. First, I'm a rat, and then like he talks about things, and then it finally get like 20 minutes in, it finally gets to that scene.
So yeah, so then it goes back to like a day ago.
24 hours prior, which apparently 1 year's gone by since the events of the show.
And they did something that I said I was kind of hoping they would do. The episode of Rube with Yuma, the bird girl who went off to California to study in America or whatever. She came back,
Yep.
and I was like, oh, It's Bird Girl! She came back! So she actually asked Isami if he could go with her, come back with her to study in California.
Yeah, because, years gone by, no monsters in Ayaka City, so they kind of moved on with their lives.
Yeah, well, except for Katsumi.
Yeah, this movie's heavily focused on Katsumi.
Because he's kind of having an identity crisis where he's like, because he wants to keep being an Ultraman because he found like he found a purpose in that. But since there hasn't been any kaiju attacks, he's kind of just been sitting around. He's even been thinking like, I'm gonna take over the shop. But it's like no, Ushio's still around. He's still gonna run the shop. So
he's doing immensely popular.
Yeah, because they used Asahi's design of Rosso Blue, and they actually made them shirts.
Yeah, I want a shirt of that.
I actually would like a shirt of that. Dude.
But instead of white, make it like a gray shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Because white stains too easy.
Mommy Monato's fucking president of Isentech now.
Yep, Mio Monato.
Yeah. Oh god, fucking second best character in all of Rube.
And she showed up like 3 episodes before the finale.
No, but I said this when we talked about Rube overall, like, she had such a huge impact. Like, I thought she was going to be, like, a shitty character, but no. She ended up being, like, a fucking awesome character. Awesome mom. Like, fucking god.
Yeah, she's now the current...
president of Isentech.
Temporary president of Isentech.
Whatever. She fucking runs the company.
And whenever Makoto Aizen comes back.
You know what? I don't think he is.
I think he's still on his trip around the world.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be, like, permanent, because he's just like, fuck that. Like, I'm going to Canada. Nothing ever bad happens in Canada.
Blame Canada. Blame Canada.
But I am sad that Aizen didn't kind of come back in this movie, but I understand Makoto Aizen, he's traveling around the world. Alien Sarasa did get destroyed. I'm going to accept that now. He did get destroyed by getting sucked up into like a ventilation thing.
And that was pretty much it. We never saw any conclusion to that.
Mr. Aizen, what are you doing now? I'm going around the world. Fuck you guys.
See you guys.
Never.
Never.
Ching ching. So yeah, so this whole movie's just about basically Katsumi just figuring out, am I Minato Katsumi or am I Ultraman Rosso?
Or what am I going to do?
Yeah, what am I going to do with my life? And like he's trying to think, and like he keeps looking at this baseball that he has like on his room, his
little mantle,
and it says "dream" on it, the word for dream. And then he reminds himself of his friend, who's our main side character of the movie, Toy.
Yeah, Toy.
And he was a college buddy of his, and he aspired to be a game developer. And so he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to this game company and like start making games for him. What about you? Are you gonna do college baseball?" No. I'm not. I don't feel like doing that. I'm gonna run my dad's shop.
Yeah, which like it brings up the fact that Katsumi gave up on going to college.
Like he got recommended to be in college baseball, but he just didn't want to go towards it, which is weird because I thought he loved baseball.
Well, he did. It's just, when you have your dad, like when it's just your dad and your younger brother and Asahi, you kind of need a second adult around to help out with the bills.
Yeah. And we also get this really funny scene where, like, Isami's talking to Yuma, and then we just see, like, fucking, just Ushio and Katsumi just, like, kind of peering over this ball and just be like, what are they doing?
Yeah, I was making a joke that, like, so I'm pregnant. You're the dad. No,
but then we do get kind of a thing like that with Asahi, where, like, Asahi's friends are, like, saying, like, oh, yeah, no, Asahi's amazing. She's really popular with the boys. And, like, Ushio's like,
What?
What? Popular with the boy? Not need the fuck?
Not need the fuck?
So then later we get this amazing fucking scene where, like, they're all, like...
They're dressed in camo.
They have, like, these shirts that I guess say, like, Falcon 1 on it.
Yeah, because...
He refers to all of them as Falcon 1. He's like, Falcon 1! Falcon 1! Do you see anything, Falcon 1? And Katsumi's like, stop calling all of us Falcon 1! You don't know who you're talking to! Roger that, Falcon 1! Oh, fucking god.
Yeah, that was the... If there's one thing this movie gets really good, it's the comedy.
The humor was really
The
spot
humor-
on in this movie.
Kind of reminded me of Wayne's Worlds, like Wayne's Worlds 2 at least, for the jokes, because it was so funny.
If Eisen was a ice cream flavor, he'd be pralines and dick. So I want to state that the thumbnail for this episode is just going to be that cool opening shot for the movie title that we saw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you know what? That was a really, really fucking cool movie title. So good. We don't need a silly thumbnail because it was so fucking good. But yeah,
some of our fans are going to be a bit upset. Somehow, some way, they wanted me to include Scooby-Doo because Grooby-Roo. Grooby-Roo!
It's put Scooby-Doo somewhere.
I'll just put them in the corner.
There you go. So fucking Ushio made shirts, these camo shirts. That just said, I'm assuming he said Falcon 1 on them. So that was a fucking adorable. So then we see Asahi's talking to someone. Obviously, we find out it's Riku.
Oh yeah, spot the pro tag.
So she gives him candy, and they're like, oh, she's kissing him. And he just goes up, what the fuck do you think you're doing with my daughter? Riku's like, well, no, I'm looking for a shadow.
A shadow.
And then we're
Is this some sort of drug you kids are doing nowadays?
Me and Gar kind of look at each other for a second. We're like, oh, Pega.
Yeah, Pega. Just we're roughing it. Just Pega.
Pega. So then we get to see Riku, and you can tell he still loves being here. His actor loves doing this role.
And the best part about it, it's actual Riku. It's not movie Riku.
It's not movie Riku where he had
where
this
he
cool
was an
gray
asshole
jacket,
to
and he was
everyone.
he's like, I'm not cool enough.
Yeah, that was the biggest problem that we had with the Jeed
He
movie.
just didn't feel like himself.
He was so out of character, and there was no reason for it.
Yeah, he was having character identity problems, and it's no, you're Riku. Stay Riku. That's what we love about you. We loved you for just being you. Be yourself.
Maybe he was pissed off because he's not gonna get any of the royalties of Ultraman Jeed merch.
But yeah, so then Gonkyu and Bemular attack.
No, Bemstar.
Oh, it's Bemstar.
Yeah.
So they attack, and then we get this fucking hilarious joke where we just see the Minato brothers and Riku. They both
They both
take
run.
out their changers to fucking transform, and they look at each other. Oh, hey, how's it going?
and they both run in separate directions.
Transform. So we get Rosso and Blues, and then they appear, and they just look over and they see Jeed there, and they're like, "Wait, who the fuck are you?"
His eyes look evil. He's like, I don't have any choice over this guy.
Yeah, he's like, "Come on, his eyes look evil." And he's like, "Yeah, this is kind of I just can't help it." So then they fight, and then so Rosso gets stuck in the building, and then we just see that for some reason Blue and G just have this really good sync. They have they're really in sync with each other.
I think it's because of the age range. Because remember, Riku's supposed to be 19.
Well, no, he was supposed to be isn't he 16 in
No,
G?
no, his actor's 16.
Oh.
But his character's 19.
Oh yeah, right.
So he's the same age as Isami, so they're probably on the same mental
Wavelength.
mental wavelength.
And so they're just fighting, they're doing it, and even Rosa, Katsumi's just he's like, holy fuck, they're in sync, and they kick at the same time. They both use their fucking attacks. Yeah. And then so they pull Rosso out. It's really fucking funny.
Yeah,
Hey, do you need some help there, bro? And just takes him out. And then Jeed, I think he goes. Yeah,
Jeed goes solid burning, which that's what I like about this movie as well. He goes all of his forms, including the movie exclusive form.
I was not expecting him to go to his movie form.
Which I feel like that makes sense. It's our it's the movie. Go to movie form.
He never lost that power.
No.
Oh.
This also confirms this takes place after the movie.
Yeah. So and they defeat them, and then they go back, and it's like, oh, you're an Ultraman? Yeah, I'm an Ultraman too. Oh, okay. Well, nice to meet you.
Oh, hey. This is kind of awkward.
Well, and they save Pega.
Stay out of my territory.
Well, yeah, they save Pega because he's trapped in Gonkyu, and so they use a water wind attack to push him out.
Yeah,
they do.
They pop him out. Just.
And then so they invite them all to dinner, and even Mio shows up to have dinner with them. And
because they're family.
And we get this. We finally get to see Gar actually mentioned it, the famous meal that they were always talking about.
Yeah, which it's basically just a crock pot.
bunch of meat and stuff, and like they're being a family, which is adorable. It's like don't just take the meat, like take Ozzy, eat your onions.
You can tell this is a movie. You wanna know why? There's another room to the fucking house. You never saw the dinner table. You never saw their living room.
No. And then, oh my god, again, we got, like, I remember when me and Gar were talking about Rube, we just always enjoyed, like, the joke where, like, they'd be watching the news, and then they'd just fucking aggressively turn off the TV, just being like, bullshit.
That happened in this movie, just, like...
You get rid of this TV.
Yeah, just, like, I want to say these are cameos of, like, the producers and writers of Rube, but basically, like, the locals are just talking about how, like, oh yeah, those Ultraman, they showed up after a year and they kind of suck. And he saw me just, like, furious, just turns off the TV.
Fuck you!
It's like, we gotta stop. This is why we stopped watching TV.
Yeah, we stop watching the news.
No more news!
So then they introduce Pega, and, like, Pega's really shy, so he goes into his shadow zone, and, like, Mio's, like, immediately, like, super interested. Even Isami's fucking interested, because he's like, oh, it's like subspace.
Like a pocket
starts tickling him.
Stab it! Stab just whips food on him.
So then Katsumi goes to visit his friend Toy, and, like, we see him, and apparently he's going through a phase.
Oh yeah, college wasn't like what I thought it was gonna be.
No, he went to work at a game company, and he realized that it wasn't exactly what he was wanted to do.
Says every game developer ever.
Yeah. Well, because, like, he was just going around doing, like, odd jobs for them, doing, like, random tasks and stuff like that. He was just, like, and so, like, he's just in his room, he's playing Tekken 7, because, you know, fucking Bandai Namco fucking makes that game, so...
Isn't Tekken 7 in like, a recent episode of Kamen Rider Zeo?
Yeah.
Like, they were, like, playing Tekken 7?
No, Tekken is, like, immensely popular in Japan. Like, it's the most popular fighting game there.
Really?
You know, people love... Yeah, dude! Tekken is the Japanese word for Iron Fist.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah, no, Tekken's immensely like, it comes out in arcades like years before it comes out here. Yeah, for like console.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, they have tournaments all the time. No, Tekken. I own Tekken 7. It's a really good game. So yeah, and then like he talks down to his mom. He's just like, "Get the fuck out of my room, woman! Just give us our food and get the fuck out." And she's like, "Oh, sorry." And then me and Gar were just like, "I'm an asshole."
What an asshole!
Don't you never ever speak to your mom that way.
I've never really understood kids, or especially teenagers, like backlashing or like
rebelling
against their parents.
I'll be fair. I've done that again to my stepmom before, where like my stepmom won't let me do something, and then I'm just like, well, nah, you're not my real mom. Like,
yeah, but that's every step parent.
Yeah, but no, I love my.
Like I never backlashed against my parents.
No.
Why would I?
Yeah. They made me.
Without them, I'm literally not here.
So like Katsumi just tries to like get through to him, and Toy's just like, well, you fucking didn't play baseball, so why the fuck should I follow my dream if you didn't follow yours, dick? And Katsumi gets like really kind of like upset about it, so he runs off. But then Toy meets Tregear in a very interesting way. So like apparently Toy was like designing drew up a kaiju, and apparently it's called Snake Darkness.
Which it's a pretty fucking dope kaiju.
It's a pretty cool kaiju. And we can understand the snake part of him now, because his tail's like a snake.
And Con Digifire, I mean Tregear shows up.
Yeah, I swear it was a fucking reference to Gridman. Which Subarai's allowed to do that. Gridman's their baby. They made it.
Not really their baby, but just...
No, but
it's one of their
kids. They own it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely... Tregear, this movie, definitely feels like a mystery. A bit, because he's like, who are you? Where are you from? What?
Yeah, no, he was a pretty cool villain this whole movie. Like, he was manipulative.
But now I'm wondering, did Subarai plan to make him the villain in Tiga? Or did he just start off as a movie villain and be like, no, let's work into this. Let's dive deeper into who he is.
Yeah, well, maybe he's got enough popularity for the movie that they're just like...
Or maybe it's like what they do in Pokemon movies. They introduce a brand new Pokemon for the new gen, just be like, hey, this is a tease of what's coming.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it probably was.
Yeah. So...
Oh yeah, there's a cute scene with Riku and Asahi. They kind of have a shipping thing in this because like they're on. Because it's cute.
It's cute.
But it's like, Riku definitely goes through an arc this movie as well about the whole like he doesn't really have a family outside of Pega.
Yeah.
Because
Like,
his dad's Belial.
Yeah, he talks to Asahi. It's like, oh, so who's your parents? It's like, well, I don't know. I never had a mom, and my dad's kind of this evil Ultraman who destroyed the universe.
Don't worry, I hugged the evil out of him.
Yeah, and like he mentions, he's just like he says like, I'm his Belial's son, and I'm like, yes, you are.
And it
You're the son of Belial.
shows flashbacks of the events of Jeed.
Yeah, which I still need to get a G figure art because if I get that G figure art, then I'm gonna pose them. Pose him hugging his dad.
Yeah, hug it out.
Hug it out. Yeah, and Asahi's like, well, you can be with us. Be our family. Part of our family. And Riku's like, oh, thank you.
Hey, do you guys have Dawnshine? What's Dawnshine? Pegger, we gotta leave!
We're on, but... so then Katsumi, he, like, kind of runs off because he's really upset when Toei, like, kind of tells him to fuck off again. And then Trigger talks to him, and he goes, well, if you want, I can take you somewhere where Ultraman is needed. And so he shows them this planet that apparently it's a planet where Pigmon comes from.
Planet Pigmon.
Planet Pigmon. Being, like, their entire race being extinct by fucking Mecha Gomora.
Mecha Gomora is just terrorizing
Terrorizing
the
this
Pigmons.
planet, killing all the Pigmon. We see, like, different Pigmons.
Throughout the years, like, you have the first version of Pigmon, you got, like, a second version, you got the modern version of Pigmon, which I thought that was clever. It's like, see, they're all, they're saying that they're all the same race, just different.
Yeah.
That's clever.
So, Trigger gives, like, Katsumi a choice. He's like, well, you can either go back to, I can take you back to Earth, and you can just live a shitty life, not knowing what you want to fucking do, or you can make a difference here right now and save a race from going extinct. Being an Ultraman, protecting.
And what he does so, like, he defeats Mecha Gomora, being Ultraman Rosso, but then Snake Darkness shows up, and, like, Toei, I can't remember what he was yelling at.
He was yelling at Katsumi, just being like, oh, you're an Ultraman? Like, I thought Ultraman was supposed to, like, protect everything. Well, Kaijus are fucking living creatures, too, so you shouldn't be attacking me, fucking dick. Because, like, he was just, like, making a point being like, yeah, you're not being a good Ultraman because you're destroying everything, like Kaijus, which are living creatures, too, when you're supposed to be protecting all life. So then that kind of just makes Katsumi very discouraged, and like we get this really cool transformation sequence with him where it kind of shows him just like using the gyro, and then just
like
from his perspective, he grows.
Yeah, it's like from a low angle.
Yeah, just,
like you see him, you see Ultraman Rosso, but what we don't really see is him growing.
Yeah,
in a sense, in which you see him grab like the horns of Mecha Gomora, which I'm like, that's good filmmaking.
Mm-hmm.
Who directed the special effects for this movie? The guy that did Godzilla vs. Biollante, Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, Giant Monsters Auto Attack, and the Heisei Gamera trilogy.
Yeah.
So
good movies. We
got a veteran here.
Oh yeah, he knows his shit.
He knows how to direct action.
Mm-hmm.
And CG. We'll get to that.
Yeah. Fuck. So then Katsumi just gets stranded on the planet. No way of getting home, and he's like very exhausted and like starving. And,
Let's keep going.
So Trigger just goes, "Yeah, you're not worth anything. Like I'm just gonna fucking leave you here. Bye." He just he just disappears. So then back, Snake Darkness goes and starts attacking Earth and like the city.
In which Isami and Riku both team up, in which they do a cute thing that
we'll sit around.
No, yeah, sitting around won't color us up or something. Like they
sitting around doing nothing
colors us.
Colors us.
Like they mix their phrases together.
Yeah,
that's cute.
It was so cute. So like they transform, they do more shit. And so
we get Magnificent.
Yeah, we get Magnificent for like a bit, but he gets his ass kicked, and I was very, very disheartened.
But I noticed he didn't have a. He never brought out the Jeed Claw.
No,
But-
he did when he was Acro Smasher.
Did he?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't see
Because
that.
because there was the scene where they were attacking Snake Darkness, and
Was there another kaiju in this?
I think so. Oh yeah, it was the robotic one. Or, oh no, that's the Tiger. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched a bunch of Tiger today.
Yeah, we watched a lot of Ultraman today. It's kind of hard to keep track of what
but
happened.
no, so Blue and Acro Smasher, like Jeet Acro Smasher, they both
Yeah, it was
used
just Snake Darkness.
You used like the Slugger thingy and the Rube Slugger and
Yeah.
the G Claw.
All right, when they slash them together.
Yeah, so that was really cool. And Acro Smasher still looks fine.
Cool.
Nice form. But yeah, Magnificent didn't do too much, which was a shame.
What you gonna do?
And so then, like, in the end, they find out, like, oh, like, where's Katsumi? It's like, oh, well, we've been trying to locate him all around the world, but we can't find him. And it's like,
So he's off
he's
world?
off Earth. So then they're able to, like, pinpoint where he is, and he's only, like, 7,000 light years away.
Oh, yeah,
So they
that's
contact
tall.
him, and then, like, he encounters the Pigmon, like, and give him water, because he's, like, really just exhausted. But then he sees that one of the Pigmons has, like, a radio.
Yeah, he has his little walkie-talkie. I thought it was a cigar.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was like a family of Pigmons.
It's just he's wearing, like, a tie. Just, see?
Now get me pictures of Ultraman,
So yeah, so they managed to use like a manifest, like make a portal thing, because like, you know, Mio had that dimension device,
Yeah,
and they used it to get him back.
yeah, and that's how they end up getting Riku and Pega back to their dimension.
Yeah.
Which, the reason why Riku and Pega are here, apparently Trickgear kidnapped them from
Yep.
their dimension.
Brought them here.
Yeah, and they brought them here.
Hmm.
So I'm like, okay, there's a valid reason as to why Riku and Pega are here.
Yeah, well, in the Jeed movie, Orb and Jugger were just there.
They're dimension hoppers anyways, so it doesn't matter.
Fuckers.
But yeah, I would prefer a valid reason as well. But yeah, it's just they're all fighting it out. They do get Katsumi back with the portal, and then all four of them, including Asahi, because Asahi tries to help, which she becomes she becomes Gregory Regina. Thanks, because she still has Saki's Rube Gyro. So like she transforms into the Kaiju. Like all four of them get together. You got Jeed, Rosso and Blue become Rube.
Yep.
To team up. So it's like 3 against 1. Trickgear shows up to fight, and it's kind of like Rosso and Blue are they're all getting their asses handed to them to the point where they get reverted back to their base form.
Yeah, and Jeed goes Royal Mega Master.
We get Royal Mega Master, and he gets his ass handed to him. I'm kind of disappointed.
Yeah.
But it's not his movie.
No. And then there's just like, yeah, like Asahi's trying her best, but it's not enough. And then like, I thought like Riku wasn't going to be as Ultraman Jeed for the rest of the movie, because like, you know, after he transforms, he can't transform for like another 12 hours.
Yeah, every 12 hours, or was it 24 hours?
I think it was every 12 hours he couldn't transform.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, then he's just like, oh, fuck it, and gets like confidence in him, and then he
transforms into Ultimate Final,
which
with the Giga Finalizer.
still looks fucking cool.
Yeah, so again, it was clever. It's like, why not use the movie form? It is his most powerful form that he has. And which Katsumi and Isami are telling Asahi, it's like, oh, get out of here. This is no place for a woman. It's like, whoa, what?
Yeah, and she's like, no, fuck you. It doesn't matter if I'm a girl or not. Like, I want to help. I want to protect and stuff like that. And then she sees Saki.
Yeah, the spirit of Saki comes in.
And she, like, quotes Florence Nightingale, and then she goes up to Asahi just being like, I'll always be here with you. Like, you know, you're my friend.
And, like, Gregory Regina, or Grigio Regina, if you're all wondering. But basically, it's like, it cracks open like a shell.
Yeah.
And it's like, Trickgear's like, who are you? And it's like, I'm Ultra Woman Grigio. Happy!
And, like, we were just like, whoa.
That happened.
And she's fucking adorable. And she actually, like, recharges Rosso, Blue, and Jeed.
Happy.
And charges their...
like candy bumps.
Yeah, like, recharges their color timers. And that was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, she didn't really do a whole much.
Well, it's because she's never been an Ultra woman before, so...
Then she's not that powerful.
No. I think she was just there as support. But then because of that, like they realize like, oh, the power of bonding and like family is really important because like Riku reminds them of that, and they transform into Ultraman Groove, and
Yeah, they used the Makoto crystal that they got from the finale of the show. Like, they actually open it up, in which they become Ultraman Groove. Now, think of it this way. You already got Triggear. You got Snake Darkness. And you got Ultrawoman Grigio. That's 3 new suits already in this movie.
Yeah, so...
You can't really afford to make a 4th suit.
So, Tsuburaya did something clever. So, the Groove suit is all CGI, but it was like...
It was
really flawlessly well done. Like, I'm pretty sure they just took the Ultraman Rube suit and just CGI'd over that suit. Because he still moved and shit like it was an actual, like suit actor. Like,
one thing that I'm moving the camera quickly. One thing that I really didn't like about Heisei Generations Forever was, like, you remember the scene when they're all rider kicking another Kuga, and like you see Kuga do his pose, and when he jumps up, it's automatically a CGI model, no doubt about it. It's like you could have easily had him like be green screened in to kick the monster. You didn't have to be all full CG.
Or it was like in the Build finale when like Build goes Gold Rabbit Dragon. Like, it was just all CGI. You can see how clunky it is that they like give where they could have just literally just mocapped the rabbit tank suit.
But this
was so well done.
This was flawless.
It was impressive. Like, you could tell it was CGI, but like...
It was good CGI.
Yeah. Like, I was like...
Whoa. And you know, like, they also CGI Triggear, but let's go all out with the fighting.
They have like a good chase sequence.
Yeah, they're flying through the city. They're freaking kicking each other. Like, they're going all out. And it's just like... And even when, like, Triggear knocks Group into a building... It's not, the buildings aren't CG.
No, it's practical.
They're still practical. So you can tell there was definitely some mocap there. Like, they just CGI'd over. It's like how they do it in the MCU movies, like with Professor Hulk. Like, it's just a CGI model.
But like, holy shit!
But just, wow.
So good.
It was such... Design of it's pretty good.
Yeah, that was nice. And then, like, he uses an attack where, like, he fires, like, 3... Like, uses the Corrin to fire, like, 3 attacks, but one's red, one's blue, one's orange.
Yeah.
And, like, it was just... Wow.
Like, they go to town.
Yeah, like, and then Triggear's just like, nope, I'm out, bye.
Yeah, Triggear gets beaten by Jeed. I almost said X. No, he gets beaten by Jeed in his ultimate final form. He's like, maybe lesson learned. Don't mess with family. 2 months later, he kills the son of Ultraman Taro.
And his buddies. Yeah, and then just, like, the movie ends with, like, you know, like, Toy's mother is, like, trying to find him, but then, like, this is, like, earlier, but then, like, Riku's just, like, yelling at Toy, being like, your mother's worried about you! Like, what are you doing? And, like, Toy's like, oh my god, you're right.
What? Yeah, he learns his lesson. He's like, his mom really cares about him. Look what you're doing.
Yeah, and
Look
so
what
then,
you're doing, buddy.
So then, like, at the end of the movie or whatever, like, Katsumi just realizes, like, what he wants to do with his life. He's like, you know what, I'm gonna study, because, like, he was drawing, like, little doodles, and, like, he made, like, this, like, salad, like, tuna dog, like, it was, like, tuna inu. And so,
he just goes up to his dad, just being like,
I want to be a designer, like, I want to design stuff, and, like, so, Ushio's just like, yeah, no, I know this guy in Milan. Do you want him to set you up? You can be his apprentice. And Katsumi's like, I'd like that.
And it's just, like, you know, oh man, I almost cried at the end of this movie.
Yeah, where they, like, Katsumi and Isami went their separate ways.
Because
they
did one last freaking Minato handshake.
Yeah. And we're like, oh. And, like, when Riku and them were leaving, like, they all tried it, and just, like, Asuka's like, yeah, it doesn't work well with 4 people. We'll work on it. We'll make a new one.
We'll work on it.
And Riku was like, I had a really good time here. Like,
and I'm glad Grigio will be showing up in Ultra Galaxy Fight with her new mentor, Zero.
Yeah.
Apparently she'll be teaming up with Zero.
Cool.
But Maybe Jean will tell Zero about her.
Yeah, probably. And
Fuma apparently knows about her
Yeah.
in the audio dramas.
Yeah, because like you mentioned,
he thinks
he's
she's
like,
cute.
yeah. He's like, oh, she's so cute. It's like everyone from my planet's fucking awesome. Fucking Orb, Rosso, Blue, Grigio, so cute.
It's just,
Fucking Titus just be like, yo, we got Jonas.
y'all remember Jonas, right?
I do. He used to babysit me. It was like, yeah, totally. Fuck you guys.
But and just the ending to this film is very satisfying as like a proper conclusion to the show.
Yeah, and then the credits show like all the episodes.
Yeah, they do that with. I think they've been doing that since Ginga S.
It was nice, like kind of going through all the
Really?
memories and stuff. So like, and it made both Gar and I realize that Rube's actually a better show than we.
Then we flaked it for.
Yeah, so we're.
I think we were a bit too harsh on Rube.
Like Gar was saying, like it was because it was just taking way too long to sub it.
I think that was just it. It's like the finale was over. Like we didn't really get the finale until like months later after the sub, because there was only one subgroup doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like we still appreciate Color Timer subs subbing the entire show, because when no one else did.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like now with Tiga you got someone actually subbing it like week to week so that you can actually get caught up.
Yeah. But like, well done, Rube movie. Like you were fantastic.
To the point where it made you realize you didn't want to sell your Ultraman collection.
Yeah, I was gonna sell my Ultraman collection to get this new like console I wanted, but then I decided I was like, you know what, I need to have representation of a series I love now. So now I have all my Orb Dark stuff like proudly displayed back on its shelf. So not doing that again.
Oh, we did get an after credit scene.
Yes.
In which it was Tregear being like, "Oh, we'll meet again someday."
Yeah, so that's probably I think that's what proved that they were planning on using him for Tiga.
Yeah.
So this was kind of like a trial run for being like,
what did people think of it?
what do people think about it? And I think he got a pretty positive response because, like, Tregear's awesome. He's a pretty fucking awesome Ultraman because he's like Belial, but like he's more mischievous and he's not a dumbass. He's pretty smart.
He's not a full-on villain. Like
he's just like a puppeteer.
Yeah.
Kind of like in the shadows, being like.
Where Belial is like chaotic evil, this guy is like
chaotic, like lawful. Like,
yeah.
Chaotic. Yeah.
Chaotic neutral.
Yeah.
He just doesn't want revenge. He wants to toy with you.
Mm-hmm. But we have to say, go watch this movie.
Definitely go watch this movie.
Like this is an Ultraman movie. Like even if you haven't watched all of Rube, which now we're gonna say, go watch Rube. Like Rube gives a really awesome positive message where it's like be around the people you love and really appreciate like the people in your life and like your family, what you have.
Even if your dream means not seeing them that much, you're still family.
Yeah, no matter where you are.
No matter where you are, you still have family.
Mm-hmm. Good job, Rube movie. You did good.
And I think those are some good words to end this podcast on. So this has been Kaiju Sentai Ultraranger, episode 89. The Great Rube Redemption. That's it. The Great.
Just Rube's great, you guys.
That's it. That's the title of the episode.
Rube's great, you guys.
Rube's great, you guys.
Anyways,
you know what? We'll just change it to Rube's great, guys. Just put a comment there. Rube's great, guys.
Yep. Schwa for now.
Schwa for now, everyone. Hey everyone, thank you for listening to this episode of Kaiju Sentai Ultraranger. We appreciate your dedication to listening.
If you have an opinion on the news or shows we talked about,
leave a comment down below. Hashtag comments for Lane.
If you want to check us out on other social media pages, you can check out our Twitter pages. As always, you can follow me at twitter.com/autobot.
You can follow me at twitter.com/Lane_.
For other pages, you can find my blog, Gar's Toku Blogs, on facebook.com. And while you're on Facebook, why not give Radio Sentai Castranger a follow?
For older episodes of our shows, you can find them at castranger.podbean.com. And we also have some merch, such as t-shirts and bags, available at tpublic.com.
That's all for this exciting episode of Kaiju Sentai Ultraranger. Until next time,
Schwa for now!